Well, good morning, everyone. Everybody's so quiet. It's like your first day in a class with a new teacher. Anyway, so welcome. My name is Mike Waguespack, the Louisiana Legislative Auditor, and it's great to see everyone. I think we have over 1,400 folks registered for this event. Obviously several remote. So this is our biggest gathering, biggest training session ever. This is by far the greatest free training in Louisiana. Yay! Seriously, I mean, we're proud to do this. This is really, I guess, our third really intense year of bringing this program back. It's really working. It appears that even the legislature is really paying attention and hearing great things about this. In fact, when we have to go in front of the advisory council or committee to request extensions on your behalf or whatnot, they often ask, have they attended that CLGE? Did they have attendance with the CLGE conference? And we have a list we bring with us at every committee. So it helps you in the long run, just being here. And we really just appreciate the opportunity to do this because we want to be your trusted advisors. We don't want to be the gotcha to police. We don't want to show up at your office unannounced when there are problems. We'd rather get ahead of the problems, fix those problems on the front end so it's not a disaster on the back end. It just costs more grief, more money, et cetera, et cetera. So again, it's good to be here. I can't stay long. We got a really busy legislative session. This is a very long session with a lot of bills, new administration. So there's a lot of things happening there. And fortunately or unfortunately, the legislatures rely on us to be there because we are the guys, the go-to guys to get the data, get the information, help them write and create new policy, amend bills, et cetera. So the fiscal note staff is really busy right now. And but anyway, we'll always make time for this training. I think we also have one scheduled in the fall. Is that right, Diane? So,
absolutely.
As soon as we finish this one, we plan to move into to working on that. So it's real important that you give us good feedback. I'm sure Diane will get into that later. We want to know what you liked or didn't like, what you thought about the presenters. We want to make it better and better. We want to raise the bar every training. That's our mission. That's our goal because this is so important to you. Look, I have firsthand experience being a local government auditor, working with the town clerks, the accounting staff at the police juries, et cetera, et cetera. It's a challenge, and I can remember when I first got into this business, just take, for example, an assessor's report was about a 16-page audit report. Now it's 45, 60 pages. I mean, GASB's gone crazy. There's so much disclosure. The statements have changed. They're trying to conform this to more of a for-profit accounting. The work is never going to slow down. It's only going to get more and more challenging as we move on. So we have to do our level best to stay up to date. And so that's why we're here today. We hope you get something out of this course. If you have any questions or challenges when you get back home and not uncertain as to what was said or need clarification, always feel free to reach out to this office. And my email is real simple. It's mwag. Don't have to worry about spelling Waguespack. Just mwag@lla.la.gov. So we got a great legal team. We got a great technical team. Anything you need, just reach out. That's what we're here for. So we look forward to this training. Y'all hope you get a lot out of it. And we want to thank State Police for allowing us to use this building again. We had our own recent training in here a few months ago, and it worked out well for us. So got some water, some muffins. I think you're allowed even to go to State Police Dining Hall for lunch. Is that right, Leslie? Good. They've got some good food in there. So anyway, if there's something you need, Liz Martin, whomever, Diane, just reach out. We're here to help you. And again, thank you for coming. I really appreciate your attendance. Appreciate the guys that are online attending. And if you have any questions, submit them. We want to address your answers. So good luck, Godspeed, and be safe. Thank you.
All right, y'all. We are off to a terrific Wednesday, and we've got a lot going on, and we're so glad that you're here. I'm Diane Allison. I'm the Director of Local Government Services at the Legislative Auditor's Office. We have, as Mike said, we have 1,400 people. This is record registration. Every time seems to be record registration. So we have roughly 200, a little more than 200 in the audience. We have a little more than 1,200 attending online. Welcome to everybody. And glad that you're with us. We're looking forward to a good day with you. We want to also thank and recognize Sunflower Development Solutions. They are providing the live streaming services. I was looking it up. This is our 4th time partnering with them for this program. We love working with them. Some of you, I don't want you to raise your hands to tell me we were in the Zoom one and things didn't go well and we couldn't get on, and because we know and we solved the problem with a great company that's providing great services and great IT support helping. So we're very appreciative of them. We couldn't do it without them. Liz Martin, our CLGE coordinator, who handles every little detail down to the ice and the water and the tablecloths and the pens. And I know she's taken really, really good care of you. She helps answer all your questions about where to eat and lodging and bring a sweater and all those things. So she pretty much spends most of her time on this program and has done a great job with that. We do have a full day for you. We're starting off with talking about the budget. We're going to go into cybersecurity. We love to bring you cybersecurity. Things change all the time in that realm, and a big part of not falling victim is just having an awareness of the latest schemes and what's going on there. We have a guest speaker, Brandon Boylan, who used to work with the Legislative Auditor's Office for 10 years in the financial audit section, and he is now the finance director for the city of Gonzales. And I called Brandon and I said, Brandon, would you talk about statewide AUPs? He said, Diane, he said, you know, I had exceptions. And I said, you're the exact guy I want, because he had exceptions and he fixed them. And that's what, because some of us in this room and online may have no exceptions, and you work towards that goal. But when you start out, you have things you need to fix. And Brandon's point is it's fixable. All of them are fixable. You can do that. And he's going to tell his stories about that. We will definitely hear from Jennifer Shea. She's our most loved speaker, and she's going to talk to you about HR laws. After lunch, we are so excited about this session on segregation of duties that Andre Taylor is going to give to you. So we worked really hard on this one. And if you've seen the slides, Andre's going to basically give you the recipe for how to segregate duties in a small government, because a lot of people say, I just can't. It's the town clerk and the mayor. And Andre says, yeah, I think you can. And she's got solutions for you. So we're real excited about that session. And then we have justice system funding schedules. So they are new schedules. Barry's going to talk about that. He and Stephen Kramer worked hard on it. They are fun. They are user-friendly. They're going to fix all your mistakes. They're really, really cool. Barry's going to tell you about that. I know that will not apply to some of you, so that's why we scheduled that session last today, so that others that it doesn't apply to, can check out early and be first in line at your favorite restaurant. And but Barry's going to have that for you. And then y'all know the way it works. We have our 10-minute breaks between our slides. I will tell you, those of you attending online, it's very important to answer the prompts. I think the prompts say, are you listening? The answer, you could say yes or no, it doesn't matter. We need a click. Here's how that works. This is how it works like everywhere, not just for us. To meet the CPE requirements, we need to know you're attending, and so you have to say yes. There are 4. We offer 4 at random, so don't sit there in time and fuss at us because we did one too early. They're random times. We will ask if you're listening. You have to answer 3 of the 4. So we follow that, you might have missed the prompt. It stays there for 60 seconds. And that's if you need CPE credit. Unfortunately, we cannot give you credit if technology happens and, whatever. We just can't, the rules don't allow for that. So that's real important. For all of you in person, you have to sign the sign-in sheet, okay? So you sign the sign-in sheet in the morning to get your credit, and then you're going to sign in after lunch. Should you forget after lunch, Liz Martin will come and find you and ask you to sign. She's that good. She is that good. So remember to sign in for that. And then a good time for people to take a bio break. Those of you in the audience, look, we don't mind. We're all family. It actually feels like a family reunion today because I get to see you guys and get my hugs and, so excited to see you and meet more and more and more of you. But if you need like a bio break, get up anytime. For those of you online, we have our 10-minute breaks, and right after you answer that prompt, go run. Speaking of restrooms, for those in the audience, they're kind of right behind us between these two doors. They're in there. There are not many stalls. That's because, as I'm fond of saying, I'm not queen because, had I been queen, this would have been a whole lot more. Whatever. You have an auditorium that seats 300 people and you got 3 stalls. But there's one down the hall, that'll help you too, down the long hall that you came in. Okay, for those of you online, you leave your office, you take a left, you take a right, go down the long hallway, there it is. Okay, so everybody knows where the restrooms are. All right, one more thing. Let us silence our cell phones. My Apple Watch, I just got it. I'm having fun with it. I don't know everything about it because I spend 5 minutes on it at a time. And those of you online, this is where you get to close your door, put your phone on mute, because it's time for me time, right? And we're going to talk about the budget. So let's talk about 10 steps to comply with the Local Government Budget Act. So you met Mike Waguespack, our wonderful legislative auditor. He's greeted you many times. By now, I hope you feel like you know him, know how approachable he is, how reasonable he is. We so much enjoy working with him in so many ways. He did talk about the importance of this program. He has a big focus on educating governments. You heard him say that. And so we have lots and lots of resources for you to that end, and we're developing more. This year, in 2024, we will be rolling out, I forget what it's called, but it's called something nice, but it's basically our audit toolkit, audit findings toolkit, and it's going to be under the Center for Local Government Excellence on that section of the website, and it's going to have solutions to help solve the many, many variety of resources to help solve those top 10 audit findings. When those are no longer the top 10, and we got a whole bunch new that are top 10, we're going to develop those too, because we just really, as you heard him say, want to help with getting those things right.